Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to a roasting session with TMossBoss, and in today's roast, I wanted to overall talk on the video game company Ubisoft because, I've never seen a video game company come out with so many bad games, but I mean, wow. like you got to sit there and look at them and be like, how do you guys come out with that many bad games and then still stay in business? Like there's a lot, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of game companies out there that's doing that, right? But with Ubisoft, like so far, the games I've had issues with is I've had issues with the first division. I had issues with the division 2. I'm afraid of this. I honestly feel like that they were sitting down thinking like, you know what? Let's just make this next division game free because we know we're not going to make a whole lot of money with this game. So yeah, let's push off that narrative that, oh yeah, the game is free. The game is 100% free. It's free to download, but to play key parts in the game or to get key things in the game, no, you're going to have to pay for that. So the whole meaning of free, I feel like everybody else in this world, we know what free means. Like for an example, if you see one of those like school drawer things out in the middle of somebody's or in their front yard or by the curb or something, it has a big old sign on it that says free, that's free. All right, if we see some speakers in front of a neighbor's house and it says free on it, that's free. If Ubisoft were to do that same thing, you're getting that school drawer, but without the drawers. You're just only getting the shell part of it. If you want the drawers, you're gonna have to go to like a Ubisoft store and purchase it. If you want the speakers, yeah, the speakers, the shell part, but the speaker part, no, you're gonna have to pay for that. I don't get why, and I mean that's just with any company out there that pushes out that narrative that stuff is free when it's not. Why do you guys say that it's free to play, but when we play it, we gotta pay for stuff? For an example, even though it's not a Ubisoft game, but Destiny. Oh yeah, you can play that game, but you're gonna have to pay for the majority of it. So is it really free? So that's why I'm like, I'm not even worried about when that game comes out. If they have it where I can play it, because I don't really be caring about skins and stuff. If they have it where I can play all the missions, all that stuff for free, yeah, all right, cool. I'm not there to, if they give me like the in-game skins, then okay. Or if they have like a skin that I particularly like, then yeah, sure, I'll purchase it. But other than that, like if it's the levels, the key feature of a video game, literally the reason why people play video games is for the levels. If they take that away from us, then it's fam. If it's anything, because I know they try to compete with Destiny. If it's anything like Destiny, bruh, that game ain't gonna hit. I'm gonna just say that right now, that game is not gonna be good. So now that Destiny is out of the way, let's talk about probably their more successful game and how that game just died at one point, Rainbow Six Siege. So for those that don't really know too much about Rainbow Six Siege, so Rainbow Six Siege is one of just those it's just honestly at the end of the day, it's just another PvP game. If you really want to like play well, then again, I'm like, I guess like visual and graphics and all that stuff, yeah, it's good, don't get me wrong. But if you don't care about that and you're just only there for like stats, bragging rights, all that stuff, you got literally so many different free games out there where you could go up against other people across the world. Why those games don't take off? No, because yeah, there's still like those esport teams and those leagues that they still have like competitions going within Rainbow Six Siege. But other than that, if you look at any YouTuber that was playing Rainbow Six Siege so much, like for an example, McNasty, and his friends. I'm trying to think of some other groups out there. Yeah, there's probably some other people out there that was playing and they stuff. But even there's like friends of mine, besides like them, there was friends of mine where I seen them playing these games literally every day. I seen them playing Rainbow Six Siege every day. What happened? Like that game, I just think people got tired of it because it's just you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And what I personally feel like with Rainbow Six Siege is that I remember when they tried to do that whole like zombie or whatever that mode was supposed to be. They did that. It was cool and all that stuff. But after that, it was like, okay, well, let's just, once again, do the same thing that every other company out there is doing and just have it where it's like, okay, we're getting skins. And then people realize it's like, I'm putting all this money into this game. What am I getting back in return? Yeah, you're getting some cool skin for your gun, but other than that, like, what else are you getting? It's not like Ubisoft or Rainbow Six Siege is shouting you out on social media or saying, like, have you on the front page of their website say, hey, look at this person that's giving us all this money and we're not giving them any thank yous or nothing. And then it's like they tried to come out with that Rainbow Six Extraction, and it was like, that's pretty much like hitting a person when they're already down. Like, Rainbow Six Siege was already down, and then you came out with Rainbow Six Extraction, and at that point it just confused everybody. Like that, I feel like Rainbow Six Extraction, that's the equivalent to getting a flashbang just thrown right at your face. You don't know where to go to now. Like, you don't know whether to play Rainbow Six or Rainbow Extraction, whatever it's supposed to be called. Yeah, Rainbow Six Extraction. You don't know whether to go play that or go back to Siege, and it's like, okay, I don't know what to do. Like, what do I play the new one or do I play the old one? Because everybody's playing the old one, but this is the new one. I want to play the new. So you don't know what to do in that situation. I don't even get why they had, like, came out with that game. And I think they knew that nobody wasn't going to play it. So they're all like, oh, well, let's add it to the Xbox. I think it still is on the Xbox Game Pass. Because, no, it is. Because I played it not too long ago just to see what it was. And I was like, oh, okay. I think because I remember when it very first came out, the whole idea of them saying, like, when you lose an operator, like, you have to go back and get them. And I think they switched it up now to where it's like you might have to, like, get some extra, like, I think you have to get, like, a certain amount of XP to get them back or whatever. And I'm like, what is that? Why does that even exist? It's when video games, when they do certain things, and it's like, nobody asked for that. Like, that's something that I don't even know if if they did talk on that in trailers. If they did, I'm glad that I didn't buy that game, because I think if I had bought that game, I'm like, well, that's just depressing. I'm like out here buying games where it's like you're gonna have it where it ain't even something I agreed to. It's like it ain't even a level difficulty or nothing. It's like why would you take away the opera? It's because Rainbow Six Siege didn't do that, so why would they add that in there? It's when they just add things that doesn't even need to be added. It's like, yeah, it just kills the mood of the game. Like, and the thing is, what Rainbow Six Extraction, I think that's the main issue with it, is that, for one, nobody didn't want to pay for that game because it looked like it could have been a DLC for Rainbow Six Siege. You guys literally could have saved money and time if you just said, hey, major update coming to Rainbow Six Siege. We're adding a new mode. It's called Extraction. You probably would have had a lot more people playing that versus trying to go out and have them buy the game. And then they knew that people wasn't going to buy it, so they're all like, oh, there's probably a lot of them that have, like, maybe an Xbox Game Pass membership or something like that, or let's just have it where the game goes on sale every other day. But yeah, other than that, it's like nobody wasn't going to buy that. That's a game that wasn't worth buying, because I was like, I remember I played, when it came out, I played it that one time, and then I just recently, maybe, what was it, last month or maybe a couple of months ago, where I played it for a few streams just to, like, alright, here's Rainbow Six Siege, in case anybody, or not Siege, but Extraction, in case anybody was wondering, like, hey, whatever happened to that game, or what's going on with that game? But, and it's funny because, just, to, like, really, like, kick this game when it's down, when I would raid people, right, because I'm a Twitch streamer, when I would raid people, and I'll tell them, like, when you tell a person, like, oh, yeah, I just finished playing, Forza Horizon, or Call of Duty, or whatever, big, like, mainstream media game out there, and they're like, oh, cool, like, yeah, I remember playing, Forza Horizon, alright, yeah, Call of Duty, like, this last one, it's so crazy, man, it's all, and then when you raid, and then they ask you, like, what game did you play, and you say Rainbow Six Extraction, I'm like, oh, nice. Like, it sounds like, wow, like, that didn't just make me feel discouraged for playing this certain, like, I don't even want to play the game because I'm like, my friends is going to be pointing it, so it's like, I don't want that. I don't want it to be pointed and laughed at for playing, so that's why I'm like, yeah, Extraction, it's not a game to invest into. It comes off as a cool game. It really does. It honestly should have just been a DLC for Rainbow Six Siege. It shouldn't have been its own game, because I feel like that's what killed it more than anything, it being a video game, when it could have just been an added mode onto Rainbow Six Siege. So And then I had freaking For Honor, no. Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, no. Wildlands was decent. Like I had to say that much, but Breakpoint was like I wanted to really give that game a chance. And then with Wildlands, I had to say the only reason why I didn't fully beat that game was because there was just the map was freaking huge, which is cool. No, don't get me wrong. Wildlands, in my opinion, it was a decent game when it lasted, but it just once again Ubisoft when they come out with games, it's like. That's one thing that I've paid attention to is that when they do these E3 events, I'm like, no, you guys should be banned from E3 events. If you watch the Division, the very first Division, when they were talking on that, I remember that game when they were promoting it at the E3 event. And I think I forgot about it. And then when I had seen the new one, so the newer version of the Division when it was coming out, I was like, oh, okay, yes, cool, sick. Playing it, enjoyed it, all that stuff. Then I went to go watch the E3 trailer or like reveal or whatever they wanted to call it, and I'm like, it's the same game, but it looks like I don't know why they went backwards when it came to revealing it, but like they revealed it and it looked like that could have been the remastered version of the Division, and then when they released it, it looked like it could have been like an Xbox 360 video game or something, maybe like, and not even like the last Xbox 360 to come out. I'm saying like it could have been like a 2006 2007 Xbox 360 game. Like it did not look like an up-to-date game. Like when playing it and then you don't watch the E3 trailer, yeah, it's a sick game, but then when you watch the E3 trailer, you're like, I want to play that game. That game looks actually a lot better. Yeah, they probably had like the same, I guess game in a way, but at the same time, it was just, it didn't feel the same. In my opinion, it wasn't the same game. And I'm like, I don't know why you guys have these E3 reveal trailers or gameplay trailers where you show one thing, everybody gets all invested. Then when the game comes out, it's like, yeah, it might have like that surge of players and stuff, but then it just, when people realize this ain't it, this doesn't just, it doesn't hit for me and stuff. Yeah, it's like people ain't gonna want to play it and things. So that's why I'm like, even, it's crazy, the reveal trailer looked even better than what Division 2 was. And I'm like, Division 2, like at one point in time, I was playing that game like every day. Like if you follow me on Twitch, like maybe last year, I was playing that game every day, bro. Every single day on console, on like just on my PC and stuff. Like I was playing it a lot. And one thing I was always trying to do in that game was get this LMG where it was like it never reloaded. I can't think of the name of it, but there's this LMG in the Division 2 where it never reloads. So you could just shoot nonstop, never reloads. I played that game for so many hours, like day after day, stream after stream, even off stream, playing that game day after day, just to have it where I don't get that weapon. And I'm like, you say you have to do this mission, right? You have to, and then to really raise the bar, it's like you have to raise the difficulty, which I did. I beat the game there was 2 missions they say where you could get this LMG at. And the mission's difficulty is like normal, hard, and then I think there was like challenging. I played those missions by myself, okay, each time, all right, and completed them each time, and I still didn't get. And then it was at that point, that's when it just hit me. I was like, it's not worth it playing this game anymore. I had put so many hours, like from beating all the different levels and then going and trying to like play this mission over and over again. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I don't even want to play the game no more. I'm like, this is stupid. You're just playing the same thing over and over. And then playing it on PC. So then earlier this year, they gave me a gaming PC and I'm thinking, oh, it's really going to be dope, right? Playing the Division 2 on there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this game a chance by playing it on PC. Every time when I have played this game on PC, I don't think, if there was ever a time where I did just end stream just because, then okay. But every time when I had played that game, it was always a situation where the game crashed. Why is this game crashing? Why is it that you guys are, I would assume, either a multi-million, if not multi-million, multi-billion dollar company that can't have a game that's stable enough to where I can play it for a long period of time, stream it for a long period of time, where it doesn't crash my stream and it doesn't crash my computer and the game just doesn't crash on its own, where I can just sit down and play a game and have no issues with it. I'm saying it just doesn't make any sense to me, where it's like, you guys honestly do be soft. Like, you be soft, bro. Like, and it's sad where it's, you guys are that just soft-minded to where you can't come out with a good. Then what they'll do, right? This is what really kills me. So they'll pay, or if not pay, they'll just send out a video game to different YouTubers. They send it out to, like, I ain't gonna name drop anybody, but they'll send them out to, like, big YouTubers, like YouTubers with millions of subscribers, and be all like, hey, try our game, make a video, all this stuff. And the YouTuber sees it, is like, okay, well, an opportunity, because even I would do some stuff. I've done stuff like that, where it's like, okay, send me a game, I'll talk about it, review it, say good things about it, all that stuff, and then put it out there. When have they ever played those games again? It's funny when I'm like, there's YouTubers that has reviewed the Division 2, or it just so much as even played it with their friends and just played it, right? They'll play it, maybe play like a few missions. After that, never play the game. And you'll see where it's like, they have like, and if you pay attention to that, if you see where a YouTuber makes a video about a video game, if they're not making all of their videos for that week, month, however, whatever YouTuber you watch, especially if it's a Ubisoft game, if they make a game, right, and they tell a YouTuber to play, and the YouTuber posts a video saying, oh yeah, Ubisoft sent me a copy of the Division 2 or whatever Division game is coming out. They sent me a copy, want me to play it, so I'm going to be playing it for this video. Keywords, for this video. If they're not like, oh, this is my new favorite game, I'm going to be playing this game every day, like, this is sick, I love this game. And then if you don't see them, all right, day after day after day, putting out just nothing but Division 2 content, if they're not doing that, the game sucks. Okay, I'm going to just tell you that right now. The game, it sucks. Don't waste your money on it. Even if the game is on sale, even if so overall, what happened today, and this is something where I'm like, you guys have a person doing way too much, versus like, if I was just playing this game on either my Xbox or PlayStation. Now, for those that don't have a gaming PC, because I get it, it could be expensive, so you just overall get an Xbox or a PlayStation, right? So you go and get an Xbox, or yeah, you get your Xbox, PlayStation, Watch Dogs, okay, Watch Dog Legion, that's the latest Watch Dog game by Ubisoft. You go and buy that, right? You buy it, but what they'll do is have it where you gotta go sign into this app when you've bought it through the Microsoft store. You didn't buy it through the app, you bought it through the Microsoft store. So you buy it through the Microsoft store now, or the Sony store, PlayStation, whatever, and things. But anyways, you buy the game, you gotta sign into the app to, I guess, play the game and stuff. Versus from like back in the day where you just put the game in, start playing it. Now it's like, you guys, with Ubisoft, what's so annoying is that the times where I've went to log on to play a Ubisoft game, they always have this pop up, and I'm like, I don't know if that's me, I don't know if that's other people, but it's like I think it's like they're asking for authorization or something to, I guess, either run the game or whatever the situation is. But it's just always this pop up where it's like, it'll pop up, makes a little Windows computer noise and stuff, pops up, click yes, pops up again saying the same thing. Yes, pops up again saying the same. I clicked yes. I'm like, what part of yes do you guys not understand? Can I just play the game, please? That's all that I came here for. So yeah, with Ubisoft, I'm like, I don't get what's going on at their headquarters, but it's like, what you guys need to do, and I would like to hope and think that they hear me out on this video. If not, then I get it. I'm being critical. You guys probably don't want to hear no criticism. I get it. It's fine. I'm the same way. But here's the thing though, all right? If you're the one thing I had to say, the difference between me and Ubisoft, I'm not charging people money for the title of the video, and I'm like, oh, well, if you want to actually watch the video, you're going to have to pay more money. And if you want to watch the end, if you want to watch the beginning of the video, you're going to have to pay money. You're going to have to watch the middle part of the video, you're going to have to pay money. You want to watch the end of the video, you're going to have to pay money. I'm not doing that, okay? My stuff is free. So, and it's always will be free. I'm like, the only thing is like what my music, which is on if you gotta pay for like a membership or buy my music on like iTunes or some. Key thing is though, or not funny thing is that you can listen to my music for free on YouTube. So regardless of whatever the situation is, I've always given people something free. All right, always. Everything I've done, 100% of the stuff that I've put out, free. Ubisoft, can you guys say the same thing? No, you can't, because you're probably working on a game right now, adding skins, that's probably, if anything, that is probably the main reason why it is taking them, until next year to release the next Division game, because they're probably like, it could be a situation where they're probably all like, well, we want the game to be fully, there ain't, you know what, no, I refuse to believe that when the Division, because it's like something, not Wildlands, the Division, not Resurgent, Land, no, Tom, okay, hold on for a second, I'm trying to currently look up the game right now, and I'm like, I can't think of the name, Heartland, okay, there we go. I know for a fact that, Heartland, when it comes out, it's not gonna be fully running, I know that for a fact. I am willing to bet, okay, freaking, the shoelaces off of my black Air Force Ones, okay? I'm willing to bet the shoelaces on my black Air Force Ones because I am not a gambler. I don't gamble money, but, freaking, all right, you know what? No, like, if it's possible, I will bet somebody $1 million GTA dollars, okay? Grand Theft Auto. You're gonna have to buy the game Grand Theft Auto, and I am willing to bet $1 million in GTA money that when Heartland comes out, it's not gonna be fully working. If that game, like, it's fully working, like it's like on some level where it's like they're not having to come out with no patches, none of that stuff. But in this day and age, that's literally how every game runs. They release it halfway made, then they release patch after patch after patch, then they may come out with then the thing is this, what I'm really hoping for, because it seems like it works a lot with video games, that the game comes out, it's gonna be bad, people are gonna be overall upset about it releasing. What they need to do is have it where it's like, forget that Ubisoft Connect things. If I download the game on Steam, I want to play it on Steam. I don't want to have to open up Ubisoft Connect just so I can play the game on Steam. No, I want to just play the game completely on Steam. If that's not the case, then yes, have it where it's just only on freaking Ubisoft Connect. But don't have it where I buy a game off of Steam or Epic Games or whatever, and then I gotta go and open up. That's just too many. That's too much. That's doing too much. So, but anyways, I'm willing to bet though that the game is gonna come out. It's gonna be all these patch updates, but no, that's what I was saying. I want the game to fail, so they have no choice but to get. Well, I mean, overall, if the game is already gonna be free, then I don't think that they're gonna do no stuff where it's like free updates, no microtransactions, and none of that other stuff. They're gonna be like, no, we're gonna have to make some money some way somehow. But overall, though, I honestly think that when this next Division game comes out, I think what they're trying to do is compete with Call of Duty Mobile, because they see how successful that is, and they're trying to come out with a Division mobile game I think it's like called Resurgence or something. Definitely ain't gonna play that, because I'm like, it ain't even worth it. So, but yeah, let's overall see when these next line of and I think, aren't they behind the Hogwarts game? Hold on for a second. Hogwarts Legacy. If they're behind that, then freaking, oh my god. Okay, maybe they're not. Developer Avalanche Software. Okay. Dang, that's a single player game? I thought it was gonna be multiplayer too. Wow. All right. I mean, I ain't tripping about it. I'm still gonna play it and stuff. But, anyways, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a Ubisoft game. I thought I heard somewhere they said it was gonna be a Ubisoft game, and I'm like, oh well, there goes that. I'm like, there goes that game. I thought it was gonna be good, but yeah, I thought I heard that, and I was like, oh my god, man. But anyways, yeah, if somebody would have asked me, what do you see in the future for Ubisoft, and I'm like, okay, let me get into my, future seeing sell. I don't see that company gonna be doing so well. Honestly, I say that with them. I say that with all these big companies that release these games, and these games aren't good. I really see a lot of these companies are gonna fail due to like amateur developers where they work on that one game. I see it with 2K, I see it with EA, Ubisoft. There's gonna be that amateur developer where it's like it's either one guy or a group of people, whoever, but they're gonna work on a game that does so well that's gonna beat out Rainbow Six Siege, it's gonna beat out The Division, it's gonna beat out any other game that Ubisoft done release. And Ubisoft, they are gonna have no choice but to actually start coming out with products that work properly. So I'm like, fam, get into that mindset. Get into the mindset where it's like your guys' backs are against the wall. You literally have nowhere to run to. You have nowhere to hide. You have no choice, okay, but to release a good working game. See, here's the thing though, that it's like, even though I said I want The Division to like this next one to fail, I also want that game I want to be proven wrong. I want that game to come out and be on that same level as like Elden Ring, where it has that same hype, where it's winning awards, where it is people, you got everybody across the world playing this game. I want people to seriously fall in love with The Division, where they go back and they're playing 1, where they're playing 2, they're playing the mobile version. I want, okay, is for them to come out with this game and I take back everything, or this podcast, or not podcast, I don't know why I thought I was doing the podcast, but anyways, this video, I want people to bring up this video where I'm saying, oh man, I love this Division game, I love it so much, it is the greatest, because most likely if it's gonna be free, most likely I am gonna play it, but I want this game to come out, right, and I want it to be where I'm sitting down and I'm playing it, and I'm sitting there for hours upon hours, either streaming or just playing the game, saying how much this is the greatest game. I want somebody to send me this video, all right, and then I promise you, if this game comes out and it don't have no issues, it doesn't have nothing whatsoever, okay, I will come out in a video, all right, and I will say that Ubisoft is the greatest company of all time. Everything that I said, I take it all back. I apologize. Rainbow Six Siege is good. That I will say every good thing that I can possibly think of for Ubisoft. But I guarantee and I promise you, if that game comes out and it's not good, this video like go when this, all right, so let's just say today is the day, right? Today is the day you're watching this video and the game has came out. What did I tell you? So that's what I'm gonna end this video off with. But yeah, what did I tell you? So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching this roast. Stay tuned for the next roast. Like, subscribe, peace.